Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will learn about conditional statements. Conditional statements are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. When you write code, you want to perform different actions for different decisions. You can use conditional statements in your code to do this. In JavaScript, we have different conditional statements. We have if, we have else, we have else if, we have switch statement. So you can use if to specify a block of code to be executed if a specified condition is true. You can use else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false. You can use else if to specify a new condition to test if the first condition is false. You can use switch cases to specify many alternative blocks of code to be executed. So let's get started and start with if. Let's open a text editor and let's create a file with the name of if01if.js. That's fine. Let's understand it with an example. Let's say you have a little son and you are extra caring about your son, and you are currently in office and you want to send a SMS to your son about the weather condition. So let's take a variable with the name of temperature, and let's say it's 5, and if you want to send a SMS to your son that temperature is very low, so you need to wear a sweater. So we have a if statement. Here you can check the condition. Let's say temperature less than or equal to 5. It's mean we are checking is temperature is less than or equal to 5. So we are sending a message to your son, please go inside. Call now. Please go inside and wear a jacket. Now let's save it and open the terminal and type note it's not print, it's basically console.log. Let's save it and rerun the code, and here you can see it's call now, please go inside and wear a jacket. Now what if the temperature is 10? So we can define another condition here. Let's say it's 10 or less than. Let's save it, and if I change it to 9, let's say, and rerun the code, you can see it's called now, please care about yourself. You can even define another condition. Let's say let's save it, and if I change it to, let's say, 32, because temperature is less than 35, so we will see this message, it's hot today. So I hope you have a clear understanding. So here we have used only if condition. You can even use else part. So let's say I want to I just comment it, and now I want to change that if the temperature is less than or equal to 30, then it's and in else part, simply I want to use it's hot today, go inside. Let's end it with semicolon. Now we have two conditions. If temperature is less than or equal to 30, this message will be print, else this message will be print. Let's run the code. So it's hot today, go inside, because we have 32 temperature. Let's change it to 29. Now this message will be print, it's moderate today. So I hope you have clear understanding of if and if else statements. So keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Welcome back. In this video we will dive deep into the if else statement. So let's consider a e-commerce example. Let's say if you want to purchase a product from any e-commerce store, and there are certain conditions that needs to be meet first. So first condition is you must be logged in into that store, and your email must be verified, your card info must be valid. If any condition is missing, then you are unable to purchase a product from a store. So let's code this example. Let's create another file with the name of conditional statement example1.js. Our first condition is you must be logged in. So let's take a variable with the name of is logged in and make it false. Our second condition is user email verified. Your email must be verified. Let's give false for the time being. We have third condition, you have a valid card info. Valid card info, and make it false also. Now let's start with if is logged in. Now there is no need to check if is it true or not, because this is equal to simply this. If is logged mean it will evaluate the is logged in variable and return true or false. So there is no need to define is logged in is equal to true or is equal to false. Simply we need to use console.log, and let's give you have successfully logged in. That's fine. Now if I run this code, let's rename it, and now you have no output because we make it false. So let's change it to true and save it and rerun the code, and now you have successfully logged in. Now if user is logged in successfully, then we can check our second condition, is user email verified or not, and simply use console.log and use your email is verified. Let's end it with semicolon and simply run the code, and you can see one message, you have successfully logged in. Now make it true, save it and rerun the code. And you can see your email is verified. Now we can check our third condition. If valid card info, then use console.log and simply display message. Go ahead and make a purchase. Let's end it with semicolon and rerun the code. And now we can see two messages. Now let's change it to true, save it and rerun the code, and you will see three messages. You have successfully logged in, your email is verified, go ahead and make a purchase. Now if you feel this code is messy, so we need to optimize this code, because we are checking three conditions here. User must be logged in, user email must be verified, and user has valid card info. So we can let's comment it, and now we can do it like this. If is logged in, now we have another operators with the name of and, so we can add and operator here and check user email verified and valid card info. Now this means it will check is logged in true and user email verified true and valid card info true. Then it will run this block of code, else it will run this block of code. You can use this or operator. It's mean is logged in or is logged in is true, or user email verified is true, or valid card info is true. So it will evaluate, and if any condition is true, it will run this block of code, else this code will be run. So I will add and here because I want to make sure these three conditions must be true. And here I will simply use console.log and simply type you meet all requirements and you can make a purchase. And here simply use console.log and add here you don't meet any condition, you don't meet conditions and you can't make a purchase. Let's end it with semicolon. Let's save it and simply rerun the code, and you can see you meet all requirements and you can make a purchase. If any of this condition false, we will see this message. Let's end it with let's save it and rerun the code, and you can see you don't meet conditions and you can't make a purchase. So I hope you have clear understanding of this, how it works. So keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Hello and welcome back. In this video we will dive deep into conditional statements and learn how you can make a login script. So let's consider a simple example. User is able to log in using email, user is able to log in Facebook, user is able to log in Google, and user is able to log in Apple ID. And if any of this condition is true, so user will be logged in successfully. So let's open a text editor and create a new file with the name of csexample2.js. Let's take a variable with the name of email, logged in with email, and make it false, where an use logged in with fp and make it false. Let's take another variable with the name of logged in with Google and make it also false. Let's take another variable with the name of logged in with Apple and make it false also. That's fine. Now if you open this previous example, so you can see this code. So we can code similar to this, because here we have a different scenario. If user is logged in with any of this option, then he can access that dashboard. So simply use if logged in with email or logged in with FP or logged in with Google or logged in with Apple. Then simply user will be logged in. Else console.log you are not allowed to access dashboard. Let's end it with semicolon and simply run the code. Change it to 2 and change it to 3. And you can see this, you are not allowed to access dashboard because we didn't use any option to log in. Let's make it true, this Google option, and simply save it and run the code, and you can see you have successfully logged in and you can access dashboard. So this is another simple example of if else statements. So I hope you have clear understanding of it. So keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Hello and welcome back. In this video we will learn about ternary operator. You can say it a conditional expression. So let's consider an example. Let's say we have two buttons, sign in and log out or sign out. Let's consider sign in and sign out. And if user is logged in, so a sign out button must be displayed, and if user is not logged in, then sign in button must be displayed. So you can do it using if else statement, but let's do it using ternary operator. Let's open the text editor and make another file with the name of ternary operator.js. Let's move this file to this folder. Let's clear the terminal, and now let's take a variable with the name of is logged in and make it false. Now we can do it using if statement. Let's say if is logged in, then display sign out button or sign out, else console.log and simply change it to sign out. We can do it like this. Let's run this example, change it to 4 and make it ternary operator and remove this one. Let's hit enter and you can see it's sign out. Now if I make it true, you will see sign in. And here it is. It's still showing us because we are actually printing sign out in both console. So let's change it to sign out and sign in. Now it's true. So this sign out must be display. You can see sign out, and now if I make it false, save it and run the code, you will see it. Sign in. Now let's comment it and do it using ternary operator. So in ternary operator we have three things: condition, then we have question mark and expression 1, then we have colon, and then expression 2. So if condition will be true, this first expression will be print or will be return, and if condition is false, this second expression will be return. So let's comment it and simply use is logged in question mark and simply use console.log and use sign out, else console.log and simply use sign in. It's simply like if and else statement. Let's save it and simply rerun the code and you can see it sign in. If I change it to true, so it will display sign out here. So I hope you have clear understanding of ternary operator. So keep learning. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the very next video. Hello and welcome back. In this video we will learn about switch case statement, which is an alternative for if-else if statement. So let's consider an example. Let's say we are making an application with different roles. We have super admin role, we have admin role, we have data entry operator role, and we have simple user role. Super admin will have all access, admin will have almost full access but not like full admin. Then we have data entry operator, and data entry operator will simply access to create and update the record, and while a user will be able to simply view the records. So let's open the text editor, create a new file with the name of 05 and simply name it switchcase.js. Now let's take a variable with the name of user and simply give it, let's say, super admin. That's fine for now. Now to use switch, we will use switch keyword, then we will use round bracket, and here we will pass cases. Let's say in this case we are passing user. Now after that we need to put curly braces, and then we need to define our cases. Let's say our first case will be, let's say it will be super admin, and it with colon, and then after that we can define our statement. Let's use console.log simply and use you have full access. That's fine for now. Now we need to end execution if this case match by using break statement, and it semicolon. That's fine. Now let's copy this case and paste it here, here, and here. Now change it to admin and change it to you have full access but you can't delete anything. Now let's change it to data entry operator. I'm using DEO. Now we have our fourth case, and simply it's a user. You have access to view the records. That's fine. Now save it and run this example. Let's clear this terminal, and here I will simply use 5 and switch case.js. Hit enter, and now you can see you have full access because we are giving super admin value to this user. Let's change it to simply user. Let's save it and rerun the code, and you can see you have full access but you can't delete anything. You can change it to DEO. Let's run it. You have access to enter and update the records. If change it to small and run it, you will see there is no case match because we are using small case here and we are using uppercase here. So you can define a default case, default, and simply you can use console.log invalid user credentials. That's fine for now. Let's rerun the code, and you can see invalid user credentials. Let's change it to DEO. Save it and rerun the code. You can see you have access to enter and update the record. So I hope you have clear understanding of switch case statement. So keep learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video.